I've never heard anybody talk about Brandy being a great singer. I got this comment on my TikTok recently, and I am not here to shame anybody, I'm here to educate. So let's talk about it, because I often feel Brandy's contributions to the music industry are very much overlooked. These two albums, Never Say Never and Full Moon by Brandy, are two quintessential albums that have shaped and changed the way R&B music is made today. And yes, even pop music, with hits like Full Moon specifically garnered her the title The Vocal Bible. Brandy perfected a technique on the Full Moon album in which we now call vocal stacking or vocal layering. Now, this technique has been used by other artists such as Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey, but it was Brandy who really popularized the technique, and it became known as her signature sound.
Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so sad you can't sleep at night?
Her voice became part of the production. Now that you have that little foundation, let's look at some artists who have been directly or indirectly influenced by Brandy or have praised her musicality.
Who are some of your influences?
Probably Whitney Houston, of course, and Brandy's album is like incredible. I love her.
Brandy is a master at trills and making things her own. We're going to not try to make it exactly like it was. We're going to just play it, learn it, do it. She's going to go in the booth, hit it twice.
And every time.
So you said, are you going to Are you doing three?
Like, I love Full Moon. She is a vocal Bible to a lot of people, and myself included. I mean, she has so much range and so much depth, and there's so much ill stuff going on in her brain and in her throat, and it's in her heart.
Like for me, Have You Ever is one of my favorite records of all time. She has one of the greatest voices of our time.
She really does.
And I always say that her tone is just immaculate. So
while I was comping the vocal, and before she had to go do ad-libs, she was only listening to Mariah Carey and Brandy. While I go, hold on a second, let me put this vocal together before you sing the bridge or whatever, she would put her Walkman on, and she would just be working on her riffs.
Even Good Girl Gone Bad by Rihanna, which made her a household name, was influenced by Brandy. During an interview with Insider Weekly, Rihanna stated how she was heavily influenced by Brandy's Aphrodisiac album when recording Good Girl Gone Bad. She had stated that every single song on that album could have been a potential single, and she wanted to make an album like that with no skips. Brandy's influence even makes its way to rock music. Red Hot Chili Peppers lead guitarist John Frusciante has praised Brandy's vocal stacking and her musicality. She's doing something different. She's doing so many vocals, there's never a space. Whenever one voice stops, another one does something in its place. Ariana Grande's sixth album, Positions, was produced by her longtime collaborator, Tommy Brown. Also did Thank You Next and a whole bunch of other stuff. Tommy Brown was mentored by Rodney Jerkins and LaShawn Daniels, both producers and collaborators of Brandy's Never Say Never album and the Full Moon album. By the way, this is a picture of them winning a Grammy for writing Say My Name by Destiny's Child. Now going back to Tommy. Tommy has stated when gearing up to do the production for Ariana Grande's album, he got advice from Rodney and LaShawn, and they opened up his mind about vocals and stacking and harmonies, which is very evident in the way Ariana recorded the title track.
I might want to do one more like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. And we'll just hear how it sounds all together.
Okay.
Can you match me right there? I think I did that note too many times.
Like what you see and wanna get to know me too. I ain't even gonna lie, since you walked up in the club.
Now, that's not to say Ariana Grande isn't a vocal prodigy in the booth in her own right, but it goes without saying that her recording process is very much indirectly influenced by Brandy. In conclusion, while she doesn't always get her flowers, Brandy is very much one of the greatest vocalists of our time and has influenced many, many artists.